Hello, now we are in case 2 when the function of x is a polynomial of say degree m. So we this is the formula, this is the particular integral by definitions 1 by fd of this polynomial. So what you do is we will express this fd in 1 plus some function, I mean, and take the inverse. I mean, 1 by fd means the inverse of fd, right? We will expand fd inverse in ascending powers of d as far as the term containing d to the power m. Since d to the power, I mean the rth, this is d to the power m means the mth order derivative of d. Since the rth order derivative of x to the power m is 0 if r is greater than m. I'll explain, I'll explain in details and then operate on px. Now what does this mean? I'll just to further illustrate. You will understand this better once we start with the problem, but then this here x is px is a polynomial of degree m. We will express fd as 1 plus something, 1 plus gd form. Okay, fd will be expressed as 1 plus some function of d. We take the inverse. Okay, now then we will expand in ascending powers of d. Like this is a function of d, it will have terms of d, d power 2, d power 3, whatever. And when we expand this, we have the binomial expansions. We are going to use certain binomial expansions like this. We are going to use these binomial expansions. 1 plus x to the power minus 1 is, you remember this. I have sent you in the notes so that you remember. 1 minus x to the power minus 1. Here all the terms are positive and here alternative plus and minus. Also you see that you do remember that if you operate x square 2 times, it is factorial 2. You have done it in your previous semester, right? Successive differentiation. If you operate x to the power 4 times, it is this. Now if you once again operate x to the power 4 5 times, that means you are operating this term once again. So your operating means you're taking the derivative. Here the operation is derivative. So when you're deriving x to the power, when you're deriving d4x to the power 4, so you're deriving factorial, you're taking the differentiation of factorial 4, that's a constant, and so the derivative is 0. So whenever this order of the derivative is greater than the degree of the polynomial, then the derivative is 0. We know this by successive differentiation. We have done this, remember? Yeah. So we are going to use this here also in the expansion. Okay, so that's why it says that the expansion is valid only up to mth order derivative. Since the degree of the polynomial is of x, the degree of the polynomial is m, the order of the derivative, we will get the expansion only up to order m, since the higher order derivatives of x to the power m will be 0. Now to understand this better, we have to start working out with problems. So here I would rather explain this with the help of this example. See, this is a differential equation where the right hand side is a polynomial. Now this is, you're just replacing d dx by operator d. So this is f dy. Now we are about to find out the particular integral. So this is the definition of particular integral. Now see the next step. This fd is d square plus 4d plus 3, right? This is d square plus 4d plus 3. What you do, you express this in 1 plus some function of d. So you bring the 3 out. When you bring the 3 out, this will be d square plus 4d divided by 3 plus 1. Yes. Now, this is expressible as 1 by 3, 1/3, 1 plus d square plus 4d by 3. You just bring the 1 here. 1 plus d square plus 4d by 3 inverse. This is the operator operated on the polynomial x square plus 3, right? We have just written it inverse. So now we will use the binomial expansion. What expansion will you use? So it is 1 plus x to the power minus 1. So 1 plus x to the power minus 1 1 plus x inverse. What is the binomial expansion? You remember? It's 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus and so on, alternative plus minus. Here what is x? X is treated as d square plus 4d by 3. This is the x here. So this will have a similar expansion. The expansion is 1 by 3. See, 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube, so on it goes on, and this is operated on x square plus 3. Now the interesting part is that if you start to break it up, so this is 1 minus, we are taking this 4d by 3. See, 1 minus 4d by 3. Now we will bring together all the d square terms. There is no d term anywhere here. So all will be higher terms of higher order of d. Only first order d is only coming once. Now see, this is second order d minus d square by 3. I am writing it here. And another second order d will come from the last term of this expansion. So this is, if you expand this is d to the power 4 by 9 plus 8d cube by 9 by 3 plus 16d square by 9. So this is a plus b whole square formula, right? So in the last term you will have 16d square by 3. So a d square or a second order of d is coming here, 16d square, and there is a plus here. So we write it together. All the like orders we are writing together. Also we go a little bit further. We are writing d order 4 by 9. The first term when you are expanding this a plus b whole square is this. We are writing it here. The second term we are writing it here. I am writing it, but then we will see that this, when operated on x square plus 3, this will be 0. Right? These are all to be operated on this polynomial x square plus 3. I do not write the other terms because the other terms are higher order degrees. Further, it is higher order degrees. And when they will be operated on x square plus 3, all will be 0. Here also we will see. So we will just do a bit of simplification. 1 minus 4d by 3. Here the d square terms has been brought together. This is just, it has been simplified. This term has been brought together here. And what about, I did not write this and this here. Why? Because fourth order derivative on x square plus 3 will be 0. Only second order derivative of it is a constant. Higher order derivatives will vanish, right? Third order derivative of x square plus 3 will be 0. So these two terms, they don't add to anything. That when they are operated on this polynomial, it is 0, so we don't have to write, and that's why we did not write the other terms as well. So we are only, the rest is that you will start now. Now this is, you just operating, this is 1 into d square plus 3, so you are operating minus 4 by 3 d x square plus 3 means what? Derivative of x square plus 3. We are doing it here, so let us just write down this minus, and this will be plus 13d square by 9 after simplification. D square means double order derivative of x square plus 3. Okay, we are just distributing the operation. Now this is x square plus 3. This is what is derivative of x square plus 3? 2x. This term will be 0. 2x. So it is 2x here. What is double order derivative of x square plus 3? Just 2. This term will be 0. It is just 2. d2x square is 2. So the rest is simplification, and here this is the particular integral. Have you understood? So what did we do? We express this fd in terms of 1 plus some function of d. We wrote it as 1 plus this inverse. We broke it up like we do it for our binomial expansion. Each of the terms will be operated by x square plus 3. The only best thing is that we don't have to take higher order derivative greater than, from order 3 onwards all becomes 0. So we have to take only up to order 2 onwards because the polynomial is of degree 2. And then we take the derivatives and we simplify, and here we get the particular integral.